channel Learn and Win with Chaitanya Dattatreya. Today let us solve few problems on chapter 7 integrals of 2nd PUC. Let us solve problem number 1. Find integral secant x into secant x plus tan x dx. So first let us write I is equal to the given integral, that is secant x into secant x plus tan x dx. What have we done? We have written I is equal to the given integral, that is integral secant x into secant x plus tan x dx. Now this will be equal to, let us multiply secant x with the first term secant x. So secant x into secant x will be secant square x plus, when we multiply secant x with tan x, it will become secant x into tan x. Let us put this in bracket and let us write dx. Now this will be equal to, what is the integral of secant square x? The integral of secant square x is tan x plus, what is the integral of secant x tan x? It is secant x plus c. C is the constant of integration. This is the required answer. Hence we have solved the question number 1. Let us solve the question number 2. Now let us solve the second problem. Integral sin x plus cos x into dx. First let us write I is equal to integral sin x plus cos x into dx. We have first written I is equal to integral sin x plus cos x into dx. So this will be, what is the integral of sin x? The integral of sin x is minus cos x plus, what is the integral of cos x? Yes, the integral of cos x is sin x plus c. C is the constant of integration. So this is the required answer for our problem number 2. Hence we have solved the problem number 2. So the answer is minus cos x plus sin x plus c. Let us solve the third problem. Find integral cos 3x into dx. First let us write I is equal to integral cos 3x dx. We know the formula, we have learned the formula, integral cos ax. Integral cos ax is equal to sin ax divided by a. So this is the formula for integral cos ax. Integral cos ax is equal to sin ax by a. Let us apply this to the given integral. So our I will be equal to integral cos 3x can be written as sin 3x divided by 3 plus c. This is the answer for our third problem. Hence we have solved the problem number 3. Let us solve the problem number 4. Find integral 2x square plus e to the power of x into dx. Let us first write I is equal to integral 2x square plus e to the power of x into dx. So we can write this as 2 is a constant of integration. So let us remove 2 out. And 2 integral x square dx. We are splitting the first term as well as the second term. So we are removing the constant out. So we can write this first integral 2x square as 2 into integral x square dx plus integral e to the power of x dx. That is, we have applied the integral sign for each of the terms and we have removed the constant out. So this will be 2 into integral of x square. Integral x square is in the form integral x to the power of n. Integral x to the power of n will be x to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c. So let us apply that formula here. So when we apply this formula to our x square, integral x square, it becomes x to the power, in n's place we have 2 here. So 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1 plus integral e to the power of x. The formula for integral e to the power of x is e to the power of x plus c. So let us apply this formula here. So this will become, this integral e to the power of x will become e to the power of x. Since we have found the integration of the two terms, let us write plus c here. C is the constant of integration. So this will become 2 into x to the power 2 plus 1 is 3. So x cube divided by 2 plus 1 is 3. So 2 into x cube by 3 plus e to the power of x plus c. This is the required answer for our question number 4. Let us solve the fifth problem. Integral 0 to 1 dx divided by root 1 minus x square. Let us first write I is equal to integral 0 to 1 dx divided by root 1 minus x square. We know a formula, integral 1 by root 1 minus x square dx is sine inverse x. So this is the formula. Integral 1 by root 1 minus x square into dx will be equal to sine inverse x plus c. So on applying this to our given integral, I will be equal to integral dx by root 1 minus x square will become sine inverse x. And let us write the integrals. That is, the lower limit is 0 and upper limit is 1. Let us write it in brackets. Now this will be, wherever there is x, you will have to apply upper limit minus lower limit. That is, our integral will become sine inverse, in x place we are writing the upper limit 1 minus, again we are writing sine inverse, in x place we are writing 0. Now this will be equal to sine inverse. How can you write 1 as? You can write 1 as sine pi by 2. That is, sine 90 is 1. So let us write this as sine pi by 2 minus sine inverse. How can you write 0 as? You can write 0 as sine 0. So this will be sine 0. Now this will be equal to sine inverse and sine will cancel. Similarly, sine inverse and sine will cancel. So we get here pi by 2 minus 0. What is pi by 2 minus 0? It is pi by 2. This is the required answer. Hence, we have solved the question number 5. Let us solve the sixth problem. Find integral sine square x divided by 1 plus cos x into dx. First, let us write I is equal to integral sine square x divided by 1 plus cos x into dx. We know the formula for sine square x. What is the formula for sine square x? Sine square x can be written as 1 minus cos square x. So let us apply this formula to our numerator. So I will become equal to integral sine square x can be written as 1 minus cos square x divided by 1 plus cos x dx. You know 1 square is 1. So let us make this as 1 square. So what is the formula for a square minus b square? A square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. So let us apply this formula to our numerator. So our numerator of our integral will become 1 square minus cos square x can be written as 1 plus cos x into 1 minus cos x divided by 1 plus cos x. Now we can cancel 1 plus cos x and 1 plus cos x. What remains? Integral 1 minus cos x remains. Now this will be equal to integral 1 minus cos x dx. That is right, dx here also. So our answer will be equal to, what is integral 1? Integral 1 is x minus, what is integral of cos x? It is sin x. So x minus sin x plus c. This is the answer for our question number 6. Find integral tan to the power 4 root x secant square root x divided by root x dx. That is right, I is equal to integral tan to the power 4 root x secant square root x divided by root x dx. So in this sum, let us put tan root x is equal to t. Let us take tan root x is equal to t. When we differentiate tan, it will become secant square. So secant square root x into, what is our inner function? Our inner function is root x. So if you differentiate root x, it will be 1 by 2 root x. And when you differentiate the inner function x, it will be 1. So secant square root x into 1 by 2 root x dx will be equal to dt. But what is required here? You need secant square root x divided by root x. So that you can write it as dt. But here you have 2 root x. So you can write this as secant square root x divided by root x. So you need secant square root x divided by root x. So secant square root x divided by root x dx will be equal to 2 dt. Is t. Since this is tan to the power 4 root x, you can write it as t to the power of 4. And what is your secant square root x divided by root x dx? It is 2 dt. So you write this as 2 dt. So this will become, 2 is a constant of integration. So you remove it out. So 2 integral t to the power of 4 dt. So this can be written as 2 into, what is integral t to the power of 4? It looks like integral x to the power of n, which will be equal to x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. T is a function, it is not a constant, and this is with respect to dt. So t is a function here. So you can write this as t to the power of 4 plus 1 divided by 4 plus 1. So this will be equal to t2 into t to the power of 5 divided by 5 plus c. So what is t? T is tan root x. So this will be tan root x. That is, the power is 5 here. So tan to the power of 5 root x divided by 5 plus